Alright, hello guys and welcome back to my channel, and today we're attempting to do another Sudoku solve. So if you watching my channel, you know I mostly upload Geoguessr videos, but I also like Sudokus. So I found this one, and it's 1 star on Logic Masters Germany, a 1-star difficulty. But I honestly, this is my second time recording this video. I tried solving this one before and I've made a mistake. I think you can actually see myself here, but I will have to restart. So I might have made a small missed key, and I spent like 2 weeks trying to forget what happened, so I don't actually redo my mistakes. So surely we will be able to solve it. Because oops, unplugged my internet cable. Oopsie. So, the rules for the Sudoku, let me read you those. There might have been 5 and 7 being consecutive on the scene, but you have not seen that. So, the rules are the standard Sudoku rules, so we have to place digits 1 through 9 in every box, every row, and every column of the Sudoku once each without repeating. The other rules are random lines, are those pink lines, and they must contain a set of consecutive digits in any order without repeats. So, we have 4, and I will get to that. We have 4 and 8, so we have to place digits that are between them. They do not have to be consecutive in any order, it doesn't put pressure on these digits. So between 4, we have 5, 6, and 7, and 8, so those are the minimum and maximum of that line, because they just have to be consecutive. We have to get from 4 to 8, so we have to put 5, 6, and 7. Don't know what's happening on those lines, but they have to be consecutive in some order. Region sum lines. So this is the part where I'm gonna have to do math. I'm not excited about it because I'm not good at math. Region sum lines. Digits on the blue line have an equal sum n within each box it passes through. So we don't know what those digits add up to, but they equal the sum of those 3 digits and the sum of those 3 digits, which is quite interesting. German whisper lines, we only have a teeny tiny German whisper line. So the 2 cells that are connected by a green line must have a difference of at least 5. So if this digit is a low digit, this one will be the high digit, and this is the high digit, it will be the low digit, and the opposite. So, and they will have at least 5 difference between them. And then we have killer cages, another part where we'll have to do math. So digits in the cages, which are those dotted things, add up to the clue on the top left. So this digit adds up to 1, which is really convenient, and they could have just given it to us, but now I feel like I'm making progress by putting 1 in the puzzle. I will feel better now. And those digits add up to 4, which in Sudoku we can only do by adding 1 to 3, because we can't repeat digits. And now this makes a 7 cage, a 2 and a 5, because we can't use 1 and 6 or 3 and 4, because we will break this cage. So that adds up to 2, 5, and etc. I will come back to that. And we also have digits. We have a Roman Sudoku digit, so we have a V between 2 cells. So those 2 add up to 5, and we have an X between 2 cells, so those 2 add up to 10. And the minus sign here is just for cosmetic, because the puzzle is called Integral by Evan, which I assume is some reference to integral. I don't know anything about integrals. I forgot. I deleted it from my brain the moment I graduated from high school. I was like, I will never have to use it in my life. Hopefully, I don't have to use it in the Sudoku, because I'm not ready for that. But, so the first thing that we will have to do is math, and I'm actually not excited about it. So, if you know that all the digits, the column of a Sudoku contains all the digits 1 through 9, and they actually add up to 45, and I just remember that I didn't actually use that. And we have some killer cages in this cage. So we have 11 and 13 and 13. So this is 26 plus 11 is 37. So those 3 digits add up to 8. So they have to have a 1, which we also could have deduced by the fact that we cannot put 1 in any of those digits in any of those cages. So those are either 1 to 5 or 1. Wait, what? Those add up to 8. Oh my god, I forgot all the ways to make 8 add up in 3 digits. So those are 1 to 6 or 1, 3, 4. Is that correct? 1, 3, 4. 3 plus 4 is 7, and plus 1, yeah. So 1, 2, 6, or 1, 3, 4. Okay. But the 1 goes there. Similar thing on this side, I think. So we have 11 and 9 add up to 20, and 15, making it 35. So those 3 digits add up to 10. So can there be a 6 or 7 in the 10 cage? So that's a 7. Those are 1 and 2. So they also have a calculator for the cages on the website, which I will absolutely use. So now I cannot put 3 in this 19 cage, so I can cross out that. What is those? So this is 19. So what are those 2 digits add up to? Okay, 20 and 13 is 33, so that's 32, and plus 4, 36. Wait, so those are quite, wait. Did I make a mistake already? 33, 32, 36. So those are up to 9. So if that's a 2, so what are they? That's a 7. And if that is a 5, that's a 4. So this is either 4 or 7, so this cannot be 5 or 8. So that's 4, 7, that's a 6 or 9. Right? Interesting. We cannot make this cage to 5 cage because then we cannot put anything in this square. So we cannot also put 6 on the V. So this is a 1, 3, or 4. So this is a 6, 3, or 4. And this is a 4, 2, or 1. This cannot be a 1, so this cannot be a 4, so this actually can be a 3. And this cannot be a 2, because there's already a 2, so that's a 4, and that is a 1, and that is a 6. Okay, so we're getting somewhere. So that's a 9, and a 4. That's way more progress than I made last time, I think. That scares me a bit. So we have an 8 in this cage. We can't have 4, 9, or 8, so that is a 6, 7 cage. And now those are 2, 8, and 9. So now this can be a 2, this is a 5, and that is a 2. This will be quite a low digit. Can't have a 9, can't have a 4, can't have a 6, so that is a 3, 8. Now we have remaining digits of 1, 2, and 5. 1 to 5. No, that works. No, those do electrate. I scared myself. Did I say 1, 2, and 6 before? Well, sorry if I did, and you were screaming at your screen. Whoops. This cannot be a 1 because it's on a random line, and the only digit consecutive with 1 is a 2, and we already have 2 in this column. So that is not a 1. If that is 2, this can't be a 1, so this would have to be a 3. If that's a 5, this cannot be a 6 because we already have a 6. So that would be a 4. But it can't be a 4. Right? So that's a 2, it can be 1, it could be 3. If it's a 5, it cannot be 6. And it cannot be 4 because there's a 4 in the row. So the only digit it can be is 3, so that is a 2. That is not a 2. And it cannot be 1 because it cannot be a 2. But it can be a 5 because this digit, even though it can be a 6, this one can be 4. So that's a 1. That is not 5. That is not 5. What is remains in this column? This is 5, 7, and we have a 5 in the box, so that is 7, and that is a 5. And in this side, we need to have 6, 8, 9. This is not being 8. This is not being 7. And this digit is a 7. Yes. So we definitely need a 7 here because we have 6, 8, and 9. So we have a 7, and we need to have a 5 because those digits are consecutive and they have a 9. So 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Not in that order, obviously, but on the line we have a 5 that ambiguates this pairing. So now in the 19 cage, we cannot have a 5 and a 7, which doesn't restrict it that much. Okay, that is a 6, and that, okay, so that gets disambiguated. Also, that is not a 6. So this can't have a 6, so the 15 cage is a 7 and 8. Now 11 cage cannot have a 6, a 7, or an 8, being a 2-9 cage, and the 9 cage cannot have a 7 or an 8 or a 6, so that's a 4 and 5, and now we have a 1 and a 3 there, so things that I did not think would happen. That's a 3, it's a 1. The server works here for the 3 in the corner. So we can't have a 5 on the V because those digits have to adapt to 5, and if we put 5 there, I would have to put a 0, which should not be possible in the normal Sudoku. We can't have a 4 or a 5. We can't have a 4 or 5 there. So what are those digits set up to? Oh my god, more mass. 20, 32, 45 minus 32 is 13. 13, so this is a 5 or 6. It cannot be a 5, so that's 6. So that is a 7, and that's an 8. I hope I did this right, because I wasn't paying that much attention, so might have been small mistake. Really, it's not disambiguated. 2938. Ooh, wait, we cannot have an 8, so that is a 29. And this is not 29, that is 38, and this is disambiguated, so we have that. This is no longer 8. Please don't make me think about some lines. I don't want to. Maybe I can solve it without it. We can't have a 2 here also, so that is a 3 and a 5. I said 5. Not what I typed. And this digit by this column is a 6, which is on the X, so that's a 4. This digit is also should be known because we have a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4. When we have a 5, we have a 6, we don't have a 7. So the line is probably is the thing that disambiguates the numbers, but I really don't want to think about it. So I can think about this this row where I need to put 4, 6, and 9. Oh, I also have not think about the German Whisper, and I have most digits in the box. So those are 2. Well, actually, I can place a 2, and I can actually finish the box and the column by placing 9 there. So this is not 9. So that digit is high, and it cannot be a 7, and it cannot be 9. So there has to be an 8, which disambiguates this part. And removes 9 from those cells. And also this digit should be low. It cannot be 2, and it cannot be 3, and it can't be 4. So that has to be a 1. So now we can't have an 8 there, which is not that helpful actually. We can't have 5 and 7. Well, we must have a 9 there, is what I'm learning. I don't know how useful that is. So this can't be 9. There's 3 somewhere there. Well, this one cannot have a 3, and we have a 3 in this row and a 3 in this row, so in this row 3 must go up top, and it can't be in this box, so it has to be here, so we must have a 3. So we are there 3, 2, 7, or 3, 4, 5. Can we do that? Yeah, probably. Okay, so I think I've procrastinated long enough. Well, I can also finish this row. I did not procrastinate long enough, and I can finish this row, or I guess the box, by placing 9 in it, which I should have known better. So I need to think about the blue line. So the blue line, the maximum it can be is 3 plus 8 is 11. So we have a 4 here. I don't even want to look at that one. So, this would be a 6. That would work. That would be 4, 9. 4 and 9. Wait, no, it can be a 6. Wait, right? No, what am I talking about? Am I stupid? Okay, so actually, let's just not think of mathematics and what? Place the digits that it can be. It can be a 2 by the row. I mean, it can be an 8 or 9. 2, 8, 9, yes. It can't be a 2 because, well, so that would add up to 6. That would actually also add up to 6. And that would actually also, that would work. Can that be an 8? Can that be 9? Let's do that. So that would be 10, 13. I don't think we can make those. 10. So it would be 1, 9, and 3. That would also add up to 13. But can those add up to 13? No, because we can only place an 8 there. That's a 3 and 8. It's not 13. It's 11. So that is not a 9. What about 8? 9, 12. So this has to add up to 6, right? That's the logic. Otherwise, it doesn't work. So that's 3, and that is... Wait, what? Yes. So it's 1, 2, 3, triple everywhere. This was the most confusing explanation of mathematics ever, but which I apologize for, but I was confused myself. So that's a 2, that's a 9, that is an 8. I'm pretty sure that's correct. 6, 7, which... Oh, this is not resolved. What is that? We can use a 7, so that's a 4 and a 5. Okay, that is resolved. So that's a 4. That's a 5, that's a 4. This is on the X, so that's a 6, and that is a 7. This is a 6, and that is a 7. And now we have just plain old boring Sudoku to finish the column. And this is a 2, which can only go there. And those are 7, 9, which is also resolved. This is a 3 and 4, that's a 3 and that's a 4. And this 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right, 6. This is 5, and this is 6, and we have a 1 and an 8. Okay, yeah, we solved it. That took 20 minutes. I could have done it faster, but last time I was so confused. I don't know, I ended up with like 5 and 7 being consecutive here, which didn't make any sense. I have no idea how I've done this because yeah, also I think you can be like more straightforward about your thought process. I was just jumping around from clue to clue, but yeah, I enjoy puzzles like this. Logic Masters Germany is a good website to find those. This is 1-star difficulty. I think it's like difficult enough to keep you interested, but also not difficult enough to like hurt your brain. So with that, I hope I can do more of those for videos. But with that, I thank you for watching, and I see you in the next video. Bye!